Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to Worth Guitars. I just realized I left my filter on. I'm back. Sorry about that. I try to remember to turn that off before I start the video. That's all right. We're all friends here. We can make mistakes. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Is your life treating you well? I hope it is. I hope everything's going good in your life. Let's get caught up. Got a new year. It's time to start some new stuff. Now this is a bass that you may have seen or you may not have if you're new to Worth Guitars. I've been working on this 5-string bass for a little while now. This is for Les Mosley, and I'm working on the finish right now. I'm trying to get a cool kind of, a pastel green going, and I think I've just about got it. I'm gonna sand this back, and I'm hoping that the mild dye that I've used on here, the kind of timid green or pale green you would call it, I don't know if timid's the right word, pale, is going to stay in the quilting in the top. And I'm trying to get a, what's that color? It's like an old kind of, you saw a lot in the 60s, you know, pastel seafoam. Boom, seafoam green is what I'm shooting for on there. Well, this is a cool neck through guitar. Neck goes through. Doesn't look like it does though, but it does. There's the neck right there. Shoots down through a channel. So an ultimate kind of set neck kind of thing, you know. And then we got the carve around there. And the back of the headstock. Front of the headstock. Got a signature. You guys have seen this, I'm sure you have. Just showing it again, just showing you that we're getting ready to finish this bass. So that's coming up. We'll get that done. We'll get this thing thumping. This has got some great electronics going in it. So this is something that I'm working on at the same time that I'm working on the new SG build. And this is the neck. Very nice. You hear that thing ringing? Rings like a bell. People will say, nah, the wood doesn't help. The wood doesn't affect anything. Okay. I don't believe that for a second. Do you? You don't believe that, do you? All right, so we also have, let me get this bass out of the way here so I don't put a scratch or dent in the face while I'm goofing around. Hang on. So we're working on that. We're trying to get it, you know, ready for spray. We'll do that in between doing other things like we're always doing too much at once. But that's all right. That's how we roll. This is the maple, the red maple, quilted red maple, and mahogany that came out of the same board that the neck came out of. Wherever I did with that, I set it somewhere. Came out of the same board. We got a quilted cap. Let me get it so you can see it. I got it right here. We got a quilted cap. I think you guys have seen this already. Maybe, maybe not. You might have seen it on Facebook. Look at the quilt in that red maple cap. Wow, pretty. Very, very pretty. And we have 2 nice pieces of African mahogany. I still need to plane this down a little bit. This started out as 8/4. Piece of 8/4, meaning in the rough it's 2 inches thick when you get it. And I planed it to the thickness that it is now. I don't really have a joiner wide enough to joint this piece of board to flatten it. So I do it on the CNC machine. So what I do is I plane the boards down to a rough thickness, and then I set them up in the CNC machine and use the CNC like a milling machine to mill surfaces as flat as a CNC machine can do it. I'm not going to say perfect because nothing's perfect, but it's ridiculously good. You know, it's there. So then I have a flat surface that I can turn over and send through the planer, and from then on out, I'm planing perfectly flat. There's no twist or warp in the board. These boards were pretty darn flat to begin with. but there's slight rock in the board. If you put it on a table, if you were to take this board and lay it on a flat table, and you went from corner to corner, you could feel it rock a little. Ding, ding. You know what I mean? That means it's got a little twist in it. And we don't want to try to glue it together while it's got a twist in it. So we still got to do that. And then I need to rough cut the neck so I can let the neck sit. And let's see what it's going to do. Take some of the tension off of this board. Remember, we got to take a big old scoop out of the back of this. You know, because headstock is in here and then the neck comes down, right? Well, chances are we take that big scoop out of the back, this board's going to move, without a doubt, probably. I don't know, can you be without a doubt and probably? I don't know. So the board's going to move. But we've left it thick enough at that point to where we can come back and straighten it a little and see what happens then. Sometimes it'll move just a little, you can straighten it, everybody's happy, let's move on, let's go get lunch. Sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to stay crooked. It's just the fun of working with wood, right? Okay, so that's where we're at for now. We're getting ready to start doing some serious woodworking here. We'll get this thing going, get this bad boy glued together. We'll get the top glued together, the top cap. We'll put all that in the vacuum bag, and now we have a body blank. And then it's when the fun starts. We can start machining it. So that's coming up very soon, within the next week, probably. Unless something crazy goes on. Keep you posted. We're getting ready to, in another month, move this whole thing. I got to pack all this stuff, put it in boxes, put it in the pod, shoom, off to surprising Suffolk we go. We'll have a bigger shop, and I'm hoping I can pick up the speed of which I can build a guitar. Try to get another CNC as well, that's the hope. And then we can make some bodies and some necks. And then we can put some love into those bodies and necks, man, put some strings on them and listen to them make music. That's the whole plan, okay? So, thanks for sticking with me. By the way, we are the mighty 125 now. Yes, good job. Thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking. And take a minute and throw a comment down there if you want to. That's always cool. I like to talk to people about guitars. I'm going to get back to work. I just wanted to throw down this video so everybody's up to date. This is where we're at on the build. And the acoustic guitar. How could I forget that? The acoustic guitar. The Spanish style classical guitar will be started in earnest when we get the move done. So, after we move, boom, we're on that. For now, we're working on this right here where we are. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get back to work. I think I'm rambling now. We'll see you guys soon. Work guitars. You guys be good to each other out there. Bye now.